Hey YouTubers, we're back. Adam and Cam at Gears and Sprockets and Burning Rubber. So on the last video, we talked about the damage that was done to the go-kart here with the bearing pulling out of the rim, which you'll be able to get a little bit more out of it. And then also, we're going to take apart the torque converter here. Pull this off here. I'm going to change the spring out today. Better resistance on that pulley. Give it a little more oomph. And also going to go show you guys the motors that we did take off because, you know, kind of referring to something without seeing it is kind of like walking in the dark. So let's get to it. We're going to take this wheel off. I got a new wheel over here with ghostpowersports.com. Check them out. You'll like them. They're good people from what I've seen. Good wholesome people. Check them out.
Yep.
I got a new tire here. So what we're going to do is put this tire on the front where it belongs. And we're going to take the tire off that rim and salvage that because we have one on the back that's dry rotted on the tread. So we're going to reuse that. You know, reuse what you can, salvage what you can. So let's get to. Put it up. Oh, well, here, just like anything, break the nuts loose. Over there, buddy. Knock the whole sleeve out of the inner race or the bushing out of the wheel there. Yeah, I don't think there's too much salvaging that. Alright, so we're going to keep the spacer, the washer. We're going to hold on to everything, keep everything organized so that way if we do need to use it, it's there. We know exactly where it's at. We're not scrambling for a 10 millimeter like everything else. So let's throw this in here. That's a doozy there, pal. So, if you want to come look at this, bud. You see where the sleeve broke out? Found it out. And, where's that bearing? Oh, man, you did a number there, too. Broke the outer race of the bearing, too. They say, there was a challenge that's accepted. I hope you're not, like, really zoomed in on my face right now.
Oh, it's not zoomed in.
Oh, okay, so it doesn't look like you're looking at my nose?
No, it's not looking at
Okay,
my nose.
all right, I have to ask.
It looks really good right now.
Alright, so
These wheels are like so old. We need to get brand new ones.
well, you salvage what you can, bud. Alright, so washer, spacer. And then what we're gonna do, this one, nice thing is this one actually comes with a grease zerk for the bushing on the inside as well. So you know, proper PM there. 5/8. Oh wow, look at that. But I'm gonna step back a second here because I got to mess with the alignment. So that means I'm gonna whip out the torches. Heat and bend. Oh, what you guys? Oh, here, come take a look. I got to heat and bend and align these tires back up with on the spindles here until I can buy some new ones. As you can see right here, this is where little guy snapped it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna heat this. We're gonna see which one needs to come over. This one I believe needs to go over some. Let's see here. Yeah, just a tad bit, not much, just a little bit. Make sure there's no fractures or anything there. Some chip paint, okay, that's good to go. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some gloves on, get this thing started up here, and use the most accurate form of measurement that I have, and that'd be my micrometer. If it is off, we'll always just adjust it. Alright, so looking at the alignment here, and it seems as though this spindle, for the turning of it, where the tie rods would connect in, is a tad bit close to this tire, so that tells me that I gotta move, to keep it even and aligned, I gotta move both of them, this one in and this one out some to keep it aligned with both tires on the back. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the tire off and heat that up and pound it into submission there. Channel locks, Hamero, down with my Hamero. But what I'm also going to do is take the tires off, therefore I don't damage the tire I just bought. It'll be great. It's probably going to have a little bit of an uneven riding surface for a little bit, but we can figure it out. It'll be fine.
Pretty much
Cars
looks
and cameras,
nice.
it'll be fine.
Yep.
So, want to stand back, bud?
Yeah. I'm not going to look.
Well, honey, it's fine. No, you'll be fine. I'm not cutting it, so you shouldn't have you shouldn't see spots. I'm just heating it up and then bending it. Yeah, we don't want to bend it while it's cold because then you'll start getting fractures in it and then it'll snap. Heat it up, bend it, and throw some oil on it, and kneel it some.
Like you're trying to make it melt.
I want to use my hip. When you do it work by yourself, you got to work a little bit methodically. So. Heat till it turns glowing red, and at that point I should be able to turn it. Was that a big summer blowout? There we go. Alright. So, now, we'll shut that off for the time being here.
You're already sweating?
Hey, it's kind of hot out and you're working with flames.
Yeah.
Well, it's cooler than it has been, so I can't nag too much. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this puppy a little bit. And, which, like I said, is going to compromise the alignment of that side, so I'll have to heat that side up and move it. And like I said, this is just doing this on a budget. Alright, so micrometer says that looks good. Micrometer says this needs to go over a little bit. A little toe alignment action. There we go. Usually I'd take a piece of string if it was like a sprocket or a gear and just run it down and have 4 points of contact, but I lost my hot out humid in there. Alright, so now this side, what we're going to do is we're going to take this spindle and bend that one out towards the rim a little bit to pull that wheel, the front toe of that wheel in. Alright, that's off there. Put the nut in the hub there. Trying to think here, how can I brace it a little bit so that way that side doesn't move? Hey, you know what? I think I got an idea. Let me grab some, I got vice grips right here. And I'll bite onto this thing so that way it catches. Wow, you got a pretty nifty camera angle there, pal.
I just found a way to put it right here. Oh.
Okay, so now I got something to hold that tie rod right now, so that way when I do heat this up, I can bend, I can pull this in and heat it up and move it, and everything should be gravy. Man, gravy does sound good. All right, got our grooves on. Oh, a lot.
Not getting close to that. Nope.
So, I want you to move this. I'm gonna do this a couple times. We'll do this a couple times, and just so that way, well, hopefully I don't have to do it a couple times. I can get it, you know, a good 1/4 inch out of it right off the rip. So we'll see. We shall see. Hopefully that's it. Fire out! That's kind of what I was worried about. Probably could cut the threads down, but hey, let's not do that right now. Alright, so there's that. I should be able to pull this out. I haven't adjusted this one, so. Although, I don't know if we're going to have enough threads to reach our goal here. I might have to heat it back up and do it. Man, it is getting a little humid out, pal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going the right way. Okay. As you can see on the other one over here, my brother, which looks like Donkey Kong, riding our go-kart, was making a right turn, it looks like, and then the cart continued to roll, barrel roll, with the big fella in there. And then we looked at it and said, hey, what the heck's going on here? And it turned out that these are just rolled, or they're stamped, either one. And all threads just pull out. So they're not really heavy duty, I'd say. So I just welded it up. And then we went back out for round 2. Send it. Alright, so alright, we'll go right there. Let's see how that, see if that jives with us. Doesn't look like it's going to. You see that toe's coming in already. Let's see what we got here. If this does work, what I want to do is take the I'm going to take the end completely off, and see how much threads we have on there, because you know you don't want to be on the edge of that thing, and that's not safe. So you know, you're driving, you can have 1 thread, 2 threads just rip right off from pressure, depending on how fast you're going, how much tension and stuff on it, pressure's on it. So let me take a look at this guy. Hey man, you turned my wheel. Alright, so check this alignment. This side's lined up pretty well. Gonna need a hole liner. Thank goodness for tools. Oh, that's happy. Alright, so that looks good there. It still looks like it's pulling in. I wonder if because somebody moved the steering wheel. Mystery. It looks like this still has to come out some, so we can always pull this puppy off right here. I think we didn't. Like I said, we're gonna pull it off and check to see how many threads are still left on it. That looks better. Like I said, we'll have to check those threads out, and then we'll also do a test run here and see how it does feel, if it pulls either which way, if it feels like it's dragging. But right now, that looks phenomenal. We'll put that jacking nut back on. We got a paint marker real quick. I'll mark where that's at. Put just a little paint marker dab. Why not? Come on. Oh boy, I'm not really liking how this is going. See? That's what I was kind of talking about with this sleeve. Unless this is stripped out, but looks like it's pushing. Okay, so this is pushing. This is pushing the tie rod end off of it. I don't really like that so much. That's not real safe to me. So what we will do is we will weld this, get it aligned and weld it, and then probably go to gopowersports.com next week, get a paycheck there, and probably put new spindles on these so that way they're straight, and then we'll have to adjust these accordingly. Maybe get some new tie rod ends and a tie rod for it, TSC, or if they got a gopowersports.com even. They also got that rack set, the pinion set. So yeah, I think we're gonna have to weld that button. Okay, well, we're gonna hold that in place. We're gonna get our helmets on, gloves on. We're gonna flux core weld it real quick. It never is the prettiest thing, low duty cycle welders, but hey, it'll get the job done. So, I'm gonna get my gloves on. You got your helmet, bud?
Mm-hmm.
Helmet? All right, that's important. All right, I don't want you watching it, right? But so I'm just gonna hit it with the wire brush real quick. It should get a good ground. I found my channel locks in the welding bag. Imagine that. It should be pretty good. Back that off them. Actually, you can probably use that. That is a ground there. All right. give it a little tack and check it again, and then it still looks pretty good, and then we'll put it in place, and that way hopefully then pull out again. Make it work. Alright, kick that on. Hopefully it's at the right thing here. Got your helmet on, pal?
Yep.
Alright. Still looks gravy. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll around. Let me take this bolt back off here. It is hot. Beware. Alright, so I'm going to put the ground back on her and hit this little last piece here so we keep the alignment up on it and figure it out. I'd say don't do this at home, but I'm at home. A little critical if I had to say so myself. Oh, hello. Alright, she's going freaking nowhere, so I think we're good. Let it cool down. I don't remember which way I turned that. I think it was this way, so yep, that's the way. Carry on my wayward. There's my bolt. So, no need for the double nutted kind of backer nut, whatever you want to call it, jacking nut, whatever, either one. Probably a little hot. Get it open. Don't need these anymore. Those should be good. Oh, come on now. We got to fight him, mate. Ooh, burning kid leather here. Alright, let's check this out. Oh, hey, we got to put the other nut back on, and this one. That might be a safety thing. Whew. Alright, looks good here. Still looks good there. Yeah, it's even better. Game on. Alright, sweet. So we got that on now. I wish they had locking washers on there. I'll get some locking washers for it. A washer and a lock washer. That'd be a little bit better fit. And feel you a little, help you sleep at night a little bit better. Or during the day, whatever you choose. All the oxen free. I didn't see a nut come off that side, so I'm assuming there isn't one, or not a nut. Wow, Adam, a washer. Yeah, I'll have to get some. Just at least help the bushing. Really don't want that nut riding on the race there, the bearing.